All right, you guys, welcome back to the Shellosphere podcast.
Welcome to the Shellosphere.
We have a special guest today. Her name is Danny.
Hi, y'all.
And in today's discussion, we are going to do our best to try to start to bridge the gap between the younger lesbians and the OG lesbians.
OGs, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
So,
Yeah, I'm ready.
you ready?
We're going to flood her with questions. I'm sure she's going to flood us with questions. It's about to be a beautiful conversation. Help each other with each other. Like, how can we best serve each other? Since we from a different space and, you know, you guys are in a different time.
Okay.
Y'all doing y'all thing. Let them know what you doing, what you got going on for yourself, you know,
Like
where to
my
follow
life.
you, all of that.
Okay. So,
Hold on.
hey,
I'm sorry. Wait. Cheers.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
toast to this episode real quick.
Toast. These
Thank
my
you for
cousins,
coming.
y'all.
I was just about to say that, you know, this is my little cousin here. This is Danny. And we've been trying to get her on this show for a little bit. So we finally got her in town.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
like she was saying, give us like a little background.
Give them your age, too.
Yeah,
and all that,
exactly.
So we could bring this thing full circle.
Tell us about yourself.
Okay. So y'all want to look. Okay, that's fair. So I'm Danielle. I'm 21 years old. I graduated from Lindblom High School. I'm a nerd, yes. I'm currently I'm approaching my last year of college.
Okay.
I'm
Nice.
finishing up at Harold Washington. I'm majoring in business and management.
Ooh.
I work for the state. I have a work from home job. I work with public aid. And I currently live in San Diego right now, me and my woman. And
Y'all heard that status.
me and my woman, yeah. Yeah, it's just us. She's in the Navy, so she's stationed down there. And with me being able to have school online and my job is work from home, I just was like, I'm going to go be with my woman. So that's where I'm at. Currently, I write. I do poetry.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
Okay. That's
Nice.
a resume, girl.
Yeah. I don't know how deep y'all want me to go.
That was great, though.
Okay,
That was
thank
great,
you.
though.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
cool.
Thank you.
That's cool. So with your relationship status, the young lady that you with, she's more on the masculine side.
Yeah,
So
she's masculine presenting, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that your preference when it comes to women, masculine presenting?
Not even really. I mean, not even really, because I feel like I've had more, I'd be more attracted to girly girls.
Oh.
But I wouldn't, I used to always be like, I would never take one serious, only because I just would feel like,
Okay.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. Not trying to say it in no type of way,
No,
but
it's
yeah.
honest. It's okay.
Yeah, how would you feel? You were saying?
It's just, back then, it just seemed more playful. But now that I've been in a really intense, lengthy relationship with a woman, I definitely like
Intense and lengthy at 21, I
lengthy.
feel
At
you.
21, yeah, almost 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You put in the time. Y'all put in the time.
Yeah, in
Okay.
effort. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What was that? What happened that made you know that you were into?
It's a women.
Yeah.
Well, I always liked girls. I had a boyfriend at first, and he used to say stuff like, you be looking at girls, and I used to be like, what is you talking about? Like, you know, that's just girl stuff. You compliment girls you be with. And then my girlfriend, we were friends. Like, we got a mutual friend. We was always around each other, and she used to say some little stuff about me. I'm like, I don't like girls. But then I had saw her at a party one day, and I'm like, oh, she looked too good. But then I saw her, she was dressed up like a girly girl for prom. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm on her. Like, I want her. And I was telling my friend, like, put me on her. Like, she was dressed up like a girl. She looked real good. So I'm like, yeah, I want her. And then at first I thought it was going to be, like, playful, because it was just.
That's what you thought?
Yeah, that's what
initially.
I thought. And then, yeah. I feel for her.
You
It
feel
got
for her.
real
It got
fast.
real fast.
I got a question. It's on subject, of course, but I've always wanted, not always, but since you've been with women, I've always wanted to ask you, did I Did my friends did you ever like look like, you know
kind
what?
of around us.
You were around us. Did we ever like influence anything or
No.
not saying that you didn't make your own choice, you know, but.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't really think too much about it because you got to remember, well, at least like in Marquette, you see me jump from kid to woman. Like, I went from kid to woman. So, which I don't know, it really didn't influence me like that. Okay. It just, when I started, I'm like, I got a lot of cousins that like Chris. I'm like,
so I already know what's up.
Yeah, like exactly. I ain't really tripping on nothing. So I don't think that. No, not really.
Okay, cool.
To answer your question.
Okay, so
so is she the only woman that you've been with?
No.
Okay, so you've had other girlfriends or just?
She my only girlfriend, but I've been with other women. Yeah, I've had relations. Well, I've had dealings with other women. Yeah.
Do you remember the single life at all? Like how? Because it's different out here.
Yeah. Not really. I mean, I was only single for a couple of months before I met her. I was only single for like 2 months actually before I met her. And I got right back in another relationship. I never really been single. And I'm still young, so I never been single.
Mm-hmm.
So what was it about her that was like that made you say, okay, she's the one? Because being that young, I know that they say us as women, we be ready damn near for families at 16.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, what was it about her that made you like, no? Because your relationship lasted longer than any relationship I ever been in. So
the both of us.
For real. So I'd never make it past 4 years for some reason. So what was it about her that was different than you being so young that you was able to identify it?
Okay, that's a really good question. Okay, so the way we clicked, for one, was just, it was so organic. Like, that's really my homie. Like, we really clicked. We already knew each other and stuff, but I told y'all once I had tried to talk to her through my friend, the first time we had saw each other, it was so casual. Like, I just walked in the house. She was with my friend. We was at a mutual friend house. I walked in the house. I walked right past her. Didn't even say that. I had her on the phone talking mess like, this girl just walked right past me and she know I'm over here for her. But I came out there and I'm like, you can get off the phone now. Your girlfriend here. Which is like, I ambushed her. I was like, you was masked.
So you,
okay.
You initiated.
You initiated.
Yeah, I'm like, you can get off the phone now. Your girlfriend here. And we talked for a little minute and then
we had
smoked. Yeah, we had got high. And wait.
Okay.
We had got high, and then when we was done getting high, it was just real quiet. No, look, I'm trying to tell it had got real quiet. And y'all met Tanae before, like she real reserved, and I'm more like, I'm like, what? So she was real quiet and she was just chilling. So I'm like, okay, come on. I'm like, get up. We about to take a walk. She like, a walk? And I'm like, yes. And then we started walking. I'm like, well, since you did ask, my favorite color, yellow, my middle name. And I just started telling her all about me.
Okay.
And she was just smiling.
That's an approach.
Yeah. She was just smiling. And then I had got straight to the car. I'm like, you still talk to your exes? This was our first interaction. This was our first. I'm like, you still talk to your exes? She like, nah. She like, you? I'm like, yeah, a little bit, but I was just keeping it real. Like, we just and we just been close ever since. I swear, I promise you, we've been close ever since. Like,
so you think it was y'all both just starting off with a level of honesty and?
Oh, I didn't even answer your question. Okay, so with her, I had judged her a little bit first because she looked so good. So I thought that she was like out there, like, like in the mix. And I'm thinking that she was going to try to play. So I'm like, that's why I think it's going to be playful. But she's so real. Like, she's so thorough. And it shows like her mannerism and stuff, like how she was even just communicating with me. Like the level of this, I felt really safe.
Okay.
Our first interaction, I felt really safe. And she was just really like gentle, and she didn't really care that I was so like out there because I'm gonna always be me. So she just was like, I like you. You crazy. I'm like, I like you too. And like it was just real. I had never. It was just real. It was organic. I love the fact that it was just so natural, and it wasn't like
didn't feel forced.
It was just, we was just chilling. So I really like that. That was very different about her. It don't really come like her.
Okay. So you guys were long distance first?
Yeah. Well, we met. So she went to the military. We had been talking for 3 months when she went away to the military. So she was communicating to me like, yeah, I'm about to go to the military. But again, in them moments, I'm not really thinking too much of it. But as time progressed and we were just, our bond was getting closer, I'm like, you about to leave. So I think in my head, I just had to make a decision like, you know, like what was I going to do? Because she was about to go away. She was going away to boot camp for 2 months. We wasn't going to have no contact but letters. And when she came back, she was going to get shipped off again. Like she was just going to be moving around. So I'm like, I like her. So I'm going to thug it out. And then I think that she was a little nervous about leaving me. Because she thought that I wasn't going to stick around just from past, I don't want to just say just because of past things, but just because you know how people is, you know how stuff is. We young, we just met. Yep. So when she came back from boot camp and I was still there and I was writing her letters, spraying it with my perfume, kissing it with my lip gloss. I'm like, I miss you out here. You this girl is crazy. She came back and she like, I owe you everything. Like you solid.
It's like, my family.
That's what's up. I like the fact that she knew where she was going early. Mm-hmm. We didn't know.
That's what I was about to say. In comparison, we didn't know. I went to college, but I left college. I graduated, but I could have did more. And I was not that dedicated or set in my ways as far as my goals. Okay. I let them slip away. Okay. You know, so
we was outside.
We was outside.
Yeah.
And I decided to once I got my little degree, I decided to put the girls in front and run with it.
Yep.
You guys are this generation. You guys, I commend you guys. A lot of this generation, just in this age bracket though.
Okay. Not too young.
Yeah, not that young.
So I'm curious, like you being around Nuki all your life and around me at times, seeing how we moved during our times growing up, what is the difference between y'all world and our world? What do you feel like is missing from y'all world and what was missing from our world that y'all have?
Y'all, you just talking about age in general or just liking women?
Dating, how people move.
Okay, well, we could start there. How people move, how our generation moves is it's a topic. Like, I don't know. I feel like everything is really transactional. I think that we are in most of our most ungenuine times. Like, I feel like stuff is transactional and nothing is really like solid, like hardcore. Like you could know somebody for a long time and stuff can shift. And even with dating, everything is, so we got all of this in the social media. So, you know, like people could be happy in their relationship, but they could see something on social media and feel like it's not enough, kind of like project it back over to their relationship. And I think social media, like social media allows more access to people that's in relationships. How, you know, like visual, like the things that you put out, you can't control. You can kind of dictate how you want to move with your partner based off of the decisions that they make to respond to what's going on social media, but you can't tell nobody else how to say something to your person. So I feel like social media is more big than it was in y'all generation.
Yeah, it really is.
We had Downey Link in my
yeah, we couldn't like post videos and stuff like that.
Like it's so easy to kind of gain access to more of us in our generation. Let's see.
You don't think that says more about the character and the spirit of that person? Like the fact that they so easily moved or...
Yeah, I think it really depends on the person because it really depends on the person, but I was really just speaking about social media in general.
Okay.
Like just that access to your person. Like, I mean, I always be grateful. Like my girlfriend don't get on social media. So I'd be like, you start posting. I just like tweak out. I just might. But it's like, it's so, sometimes it be biased. She didn't even explain it to me because I get on social media. Like I don't want to say like I'm in the mix of stuff, but I get on there.
Y'all normally move like that.
Yeah, I get
that's
but with me, it's more so I be like, I'm loud and proud about what it is that I'm doing and who I'm doing it with. So I be feeling like it's different for me. Ain't nobody saying nothing to me. And if they is, like, you know what's up with me. With you, I know what's up with you too, but it ain't about you. It's about people trying to, like, it's just that access, that social media. It's just that access. I like to keep what I love really private and put up. So biased, yeah, but that's a difference from y'all generation and man.
The social media.
Social media for sure.
Do you feel like y'all more like sex, fashion, and doing what's trendy? Like what in what order would you think people prioritize it? Is it
money?
Okay. Oh, they got money?
Oh, we got money in this. Yeah, I would say this a money getter generation. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say that. But
social media.
I like that.
Social
media. We get this is a it's I would give a lot of people in my generation that give them their flowers for that. Like we all be on some getting money type thing. But with money being the first priority, you making money, but you requesting money from the person that you with all the time. That's not a bad thing, but it's like when you expect it. Like, I don't like when girls be like, why am I sending you a picture of my hair? You ain't pay for it. And it's just like,
whoa, that's the attitude.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't be trying to sound so like, I'm not trying to sound pick me at all, but it's just like, literally, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? And
that's in every generation.
Huh?
That's in every generation.
Okay. Well, yeah. But I'm like, little stuff like that. So I would say money come first. Everything is transactional. Like what somebody do for you or ain't doing for you kind of like dictate your emotions towards the person in this generation, which I feel like is kind of odd.
Okay.
What else? Start with money. Sex, for sure. I feel like... everybody kind of look at everybody like pawn dolls. Like they just want to do stuff. If you physically attractive, that's enough for them to like want to pursue you. And it's just like, not really, if we being honest, like the physical aspect. So yeah, sex is next. Yeah, and then social media. Social media really is like the umbrella.
Trying to be trendy.
Yeah, the trendy part.
Money.
And fashion, you put fashion like
yeah, I feel like
people care about what they wear and how they look.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I feel like that's major. Even with me, like I be caring. I was just had the window up hot, didn't want my head to blow on the way up. I was like, I'm about to be on camera. So I mean, but that could just be a personal matter. Like people just like to look put together. But if you want to say how they like get dressed just to post and stuff, then you can kind of like go in that direction. But to each his own, that'd be everybody else's business.
Okay. I got a bunch of questions, but I want us to go back and forth. And then we'll give her an opportunity.
Yeah, you go ahead and ask us some questions.
Now?
Yeah. If you want.
Okay, so this question is about me. So how did y'all feel when y'all found that I had a girlfriend? I mean, because you saw it at the event that we were at, and you had already knew.
Yeah.
How did y'all feel?
You want to answer that first?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I asked you if I was an influence, and so when I found out at first, I was grateful that you went with the guy. So, I didn't want you with the guy. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? If I remember correctly how I found out about it, I don't think I cared for that little boy. Okay. So that was that. But when I found, I was like, okay, well, cool. That's better. That's how I felt. Ooh. Okay. But, I didn't have a problem with it. I was happy for you because you know what I'm saying? I know that you are a go-getter and you know what you want. Yeah. So I didn't have an issue with it. I just wondered if I was an influence. Okay. That was my only thing. You know what I'm saying? I know it took my friends by surprise.
Yeah. I'll say my comments.
I was like, oh, shit. I ain't going to even lie. I don't know. I didn't know how I felt. I'm not gonna lie, especially like when I saw her, she is attractive. So, but she did seem reserved. It didn't seem like the attractive that took advantage of how she looked. It didn't feel like that neither, when I saw her. But I know how powerful it is to be with another woman. And you being young, I didn't know like how that type of heartbreak was gonna feel at your age if things didn't work out. I don't know. I think you would have more finesse over a guy. So
I can see that.
More
real.
finesse.
I do. So
That's real.
yeah, it just kind of, I was like, oh shit. I kind of stuck at oh shit for a minute. And
Yeah,
then
she was,
the fact
so.
that y'all still together.
I noticed it,
Yeah,
Right.
The fact that y'all still together, it okay, all right, maybe
It
she
eases-
do know.
it eases it.
Yeah, I thought about on her end too, because I'm like, do you really know what you want?
Me?
I'm saying, like, that's what I was thinking. Like, you being so young.
It was a phase.
I mean, people go through phases. We go through phases, not in our sexuality, because I just think that's who we naturally attracted to. But that could be a phase. That could, Mike.
The mic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know it's hard when people are talking to us.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just move like this. So when you looking at me, just
move back. Okay.
yeah, and do like, just keep the mouth in front. So when you look at the new kid, look at me. All right, so yeah, that was the thing too. Like you could tell she is who she is, and she is what she is.
What are you talking about?
Tonight.
Your girl.
I'm appreciative of that.
So
that's
I feared it on her end too. Like, oh shit, my old shit came from two different angles.
So you got that from just seeing her at the what was it?
It's just be a feeling.
Okay.
But I also was like, I hope we don't have to beat her ass.
Oh.
So yeah, it be different things at play when I feel certain things, because even though I could feel certain things, but sometimes I'm wrong. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, in case I'm wrong, I put a few things in front of me. Your heartbreak, you breaking her heart, and us having to beat her ass if she did something.
So you weighed out all of the things. Okay, that's real.
Most.
I feel
All
like-
in like a hot 5 minutes too. It was like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know that's Mother Earth, so
Yeah.
she
Go somewhere
dives.
with that.
She dives deep and things like that.
Okay.
But that's what
respect
you've never come to me or us and asked about anything. You just what's it like or anything.
I don't know. Like I feel like
You could tell she just gonna find out.
like that's how I am. Yeah, like I'm like, why would I don't know.
I'ma
It
fuck
never really
around and
crossed
find
my
out.
mind. Yeah, like I'm like, I want to see on my own because everybody have different experiences.
Yep.
So me asking the question about me kind of like exploring my sexuality with a woman was up to me to figure out. Like I could come ask questions like, okay, well, if y'all was in this situation, yeah, but it haven't got to that point yet, and I'm kind of wise for my age.
Okay, girl.
Yeah, so I kind of just figure it, and she also is too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Is she the same age?
she's about to be 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, so I think that having both of us with how good of communication skills that we both have, and just how much we know, like it kind of worked. I ain't have to ask nothing really. She might ask y'all something about how to deal with me before I come ask anything. So, yeah.
Did you have any other questions?
At what point in time, hold on. So at what point in time did y'all like feel like, oh, I don't want to play around with females and I want to settle down? Because I feel like y'all had y'all era. Like I seen, I didn't. Yeah.
What you see, Danny?
Women around. Different women. So I'm trying to see like at what point where it was just like, all right, I'm gonna stop playing. And I'm not even just putting it on y'all, but y'all
it's on us.
y'all
Yeah, it's
sometimes.
on
Yeah.
us.
It was us.
We can only answer for us. You want to take that first, Nelson?
No, maybe you should go first because you've been making her answer first.
I was in LA. Something in me just wanted something different. I felt like I kept repeating cycles. Like it was the same story with different characters. You know what I'm saying?
You were
Like
doing the same thing?
pretty much. Like you can't really attract anything different if you're not doing anything different. And I wasn't. Like I was doing the same things just in different ways. So it was me desiring something different. And just wanted to deal with my deeply rooted issues that was keeping me from being wholeheartedly in a relationship. I couldn't give women my all for a long time, and I didn't understand why.
Did you get your heart broken before?
I got my heart broken before, but that played a part also, what I saw growing up.
Okay.
So I was guarded.
Okay.
Yeah, when you don't grow up with certain things or receive certain things, like you really don't know how to give it until you deal with those things.
Right.
So I had to deal with those things in order to, know how to give. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and speaking on those things, I was forced to deal with those things. You're old enough to remember when that point came for me. It was when that ex of mine came to stay with you and your mom.
I was just talking about her. I was just talking about her.
For real.
Yes.
Yeah, she's still my friend. She's doing really good.
Yeah,
I know you do. She loves you.
But
yeah, that was the breaking point for me. You like you said, you saw women, so you saw certain things that happened that transpired between us. So that was the breaking point for me. That breakup, that whole separation. You know what I'm saying? So
it made you transition.
It made me, it definitely made me lay down and try to get myself together. There was a few things that I really had to change about myself. I really took women for granted.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was like my number one thing.
That's real.
So that I had to step back and realize that I couldn't do that anymore because this was my first heartbreak at a late age, and I had never experienced that. So it was heartbreak that did it for me.
I be telling them, hey, ain't no escaping karma. That bitch been the block every time. Yeah. And it kept bending the block on my head.
Yeah.
It'd be like,
I can say it doesn't bend the block for me.
What you mean? You said you had your heart
broken. I'm talking about but now I'm saying now I've been cool. I've been trying to give out what I want.
And you're gonna get it.
You know what I'm saying?
The timing might not be right. You're gonna get it though.
Yeah.
It bends the block. Good way and a bad way.
In a bad way. Yeah. Right. I remember you were telling me that a minute.
Yeah.
For sure. That's real. I appreciate y'all responses.
For sure.
So with these young tenders, these young masculine, they call themselves studs.
They call them what? Oh,
studs. So
like we used to.
Do you think they are attached to like what they are, and a lot of people are not getting to know who they are? Do you feel like y'all generation
From what I see,
that's a disconnect
it's more,
right there?
Yeah, it's more like this is what I am. That's their whole identity.
Okay, yeah. So from observation, I would definitely say that they different. Yeah, like I don't see much of personality from the ones that I've seen. I don't see much personality, but I think that I don't know. I'm not trying to. I'm always include social media only because I'm always include social media only because we had COVID, so I feel like when COVID hit, everybody kind of was on there. So it was a major transition from 2020 to now. And then before 2020, I was real young. I was even younger. You get what I'm saying? So the way that, like, the things that I think about now, I didn't think about. So applying it from the point where I seen the transition to social media, I definitely think that I don't see much personality from masculine presenting women. I do see a lot of womanizers. I don't be thinking that it's cute. And I feel like even between, like, when it's a group of them and they're friends and stuff, I even see, like, tension almost.
Damn.
Yeah, like tension.
Jealousy.
It'd be weird. Yeah, like, it'd be weird with females. It'd be weird with just how you look, too. And even just being with a more masculine presenting woman, like, she's so cool. And then I see, like, the energy shift when she come around other masculine presenting girls. And it's just like, okay. Like,
so you feel like it's more competing.
It's more competitive. It's more of a like I want a trophy wife thing. Like everybody, it's a physical. It's not a lot of personality, and it's just not really genuine. Really.
So they don't care about how nothing feel. They just care about how everything look.
Yeah,
that's a big.
That's from observation though, because this is just what I be seeing, and then I feel like with being with females, and another observation that I just see, like with women couples, it be a lot of physical activity going on between them when they get into it and stuff. And I don't really play with people like that. Like I'm not toxic. You're not gonna act like you're gonna put your hands on me or even raise your voice to where you feel like you might even be thinking about it. You need not to think about it. Like I don't get into that. Like I like to have a good conversation, and if you don't want to have a conversation, then it's like okay. But I see a lot of getting physical, and the excuse is because we both girls, and it's just like, what are you talking about?
Hold on, y'all. I lost my light. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me get my light back.
Cut.
I bet. I was trying
I
was trying out a V-mount battery on my light so I wouldn't have to plug it into the wall. It's a short life on that. I don't like that. All right, so let's get back to the conversation. Mm-hmm. What was I asking?
Well, I was finishing answering a question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. About the
personality. Yeah. Okay.
I can say that's a big difference for us as far as the personality. We our generation, I can say we gave personality. Mm-hmm. Some of the things I can say, like the even the friendship thing. We did have more genuine
like
friendships
y'all
back in the day.
Y'all been friends for forever.
Yeah, since before you were born.
Yeah.
So that's those are the only things that I say everything else that you said, I don't think we relate to.
I can say
now
that.
when we did.
When
we went in the club, like as a crew, there was tension against other people or whatever like that. Right. But they were genuine with their crew, and we were genuine with our crew. Yeah, so I can say that. And as far as the personality, we definitely all had. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah,
I could say there's always been a drizzle of that. Masculine presenting woman being intimidated by other, we're just gonna say studs to shorten it for this conversation. I feel like that's always been there.
Okay.
For real.
Always, yeah.
And I've also had people, it was certain studs that thought they was pretty boys. And they was like, I think we should hang out. We both pretty boys. I don't hang out with people because of how they look. I hang out with people because of who they are, how they feel. You know what I mean? And and to me, she wasn't pretty. I felt like
I knew this.
No, for real.
I knew it.
It's nothing pretty about that attitude. That's first. And second, you got sent off because you was light skinned. Let's be very clear. And that's the reason why I didn't take a lot of women serious back then. Like, they'd be like, yeah, you so fine. Ooh. It never reached me. It never penetrated where I'm like, yeah, I'm the shit. I'm gonna walk around like, no. I also see y'all saying that to a lot of light skins. You can't even name a feature or point out a feature on this motherfucker that's different. They're just light skinned. So I always saw that. So I'm like, it never penetrated me. And also how I grew up, they done enough damage for me to never feel that way. Okay. Like I had to work on what was going on inside of me for me to even feel beautiful at all.
That's real.
Because this shit could fade.
Yeah.
You could have a car accident tomorrow and it disfigure everything on your motherfucking face that you cling on to. Like this is what you use to get by. God can snatch that in a heartbeat.
Right on off. Yeah.
So, and it could fade as we get older.
Yeah.
So what else do you have in you that nobody could take?
It looks only gonna last for so long. It's only gonna, you could look so good, but if you just...
Your attitude, how you treat people, how you move, that determines if you're attractive or not, to me.
Let me ask a question.
Okay.
Like when we were coming out, it was a lot of judgment.
Okay.
And ridicule and all that stuff. Times have changed, LGBT, LBC, D, H.
So much going on.
You about to get canceled.
I know.
So much going on though.
I don't relate to that. But today that sort of controls a lot. You know what I'm saying? But we got ridicule, but do you face any backlash because of your lifestyle? You would, like when you guys are out?
I think that That would have been good if she was said, because I feel like we have different experiences. No, I'm saying
because she masculine. You know, they sexualize y'all.
Yeah, it's different. So like, I feel like when I came out liking girls, it wasn't too much of nothing really. I wasn't taken serious. No, at first I was not taken serious.
Why do you say that?
I think for me it's because it was no prior history with me being with a female. She was the first one that was public and that I was like more intentional about, instead of it just being like
this is y'all hear
seriously.
I need y'all to pause.
Girl, you've been impressive.
Hear this.
Me? Yes.
More intentional. She's 21.
Yep.
We didn't move like that to
that's the difference, right?
Big difference.
Well, it's me. This me, y'all. This me.
I don't think it's everybody. I don't think it's everybody in her generation.
I'm not trying to say that, but I'm telling y'all.
That's crazy. Okay, go.
Okay, but yeah, so it wasn't no prior history for me being serious with the same sex. So when it was like with her, I heard it so much. It's a phase. It's a phase. It's a phase. It's a phase. Not from my mama, of course. I ain't think that. Which that was the only person that mattered. But everybody else, it was like, it's a phase. It's a phase. It's a phase, or whatever. And then again, I just told y'all I had got out of a relationship with a dude. So they felt like, they were putting it on him. They were giving him way too much
credit,
screen time. Like, it didn't work out with him. It didn't work out with him. She went with a woman. Like, let's be serious. Like, it didn't work out for whatever, for the reasons that it didn't. But I'm still me. Like, I'm still. I'm very much. Like, I'm capable. Like, it didn't water down what I wanted out of life. It was just like, okay, it was like it was an experience. Like it was good. It was an experience. Like I feel like that all teenage girls kind of pretty much go through or whatever. It didn't work out, but I don't think that he drove me to women. Like I wouldn't give nobody that much credit, because at the end of the day, I still show up as me, and I'm thorough, like, and I attracted that. So I was unlucky the first time, but look where I'm at now. Like, it was like, okay, it worked out, basically.
Danny.
So it was cool. Yeah, like, it was cool. And I feel like, everybody thought that it was a phase. They gave it that. And then, what else did they think? When we outside, I've never experienced something where it was like disrespectful. I feel like we both are pretty much very secure in our relationship and within ourselves, that she know that people are attracted to me, and she know that things will happen. Depending on how you go about it is how it will make her react. And I feel like that applies to everything, like social media, any little thing. She don't really be tripping about too much, because people didn't say little stuff to me, and then they knows that I'm with her, and they be like, oh, she's so pretty. She be like, yeah, I know. Like, and it be cool. Like, it ain't too much or nothing. But with her, I don't think that she experienced any backlash. No. I don't know. I feel like that would be something that she would have to say. But as far as my end, I don't think I experienced any backlash. I feel like I wasn't taken serious, but at the end of the day, my girlfriend was taking me serious. So y'all don't.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, like y'all don't think that this is for real, what's going on, but here we are 5 years later. It's very serious. Y'all see it serious now, but it's been serious.
Doing better than all of our relationships.
Do you guys think about like marriage, or are you guys? Yeah.
Yes.
A family.
Yes. I want bad kids with my woman.
She got a whole number. You know what?
Yes, she have names.
Y'all want 5 kids.
Yeah, our dynamic screams unity. If we couldn't do anything other than be a family, it screams unity. With her family, that's my family. They are. I am included, and that is my family. Her with my family. This is family.
Exactly.
When things is brought to me, things is brought to her. When things is brought to her, things is brought to me. Everybody give us the same respect as a unit, because that's what we give off. We are one. We move as one. You
guys are a perfect example of age doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Why?
I think experience grows you up.
Who you experiencing so early.
Yeah. And you could be a witness to greater things as well. And that'll put you in a better position to make better choices in your life. So age doesn't matter. Yeah. It's what you do with your experiences and what you do with the environment that you grow up grew up in.
Yeah.
And some of us just got old souls in these young bodies.
And I think, I'm happy you said that, because I think that's pretty much what it is for us. Because it's not like we grew up and seeing people in love and feeling like we needed to like want to do that. Like, we didn't see that either. And I mean, that's her story to tell, but she went through a lot. Like, it was the other way around for her with females. It wasn't like she was the one playing. Like, she always kind of got played with. Yeah. And she always been so genuine, which is another thing that I was attracted to, because it's just like, ain't nobody never made you turn and like, you ain't never did nothing. Yeah. She like, nah, I just move around. I'm like, oh, baby.
That's dead.
They tweak. Yeah, they tweak though. You good over here. You good over here. So I saw that. Yeah, I kind of saw that. And I feel like
it's funny, not funny, but it's kind of weird just listening to my little cousin. You know, it's like you a grown woman now.
She knows
you know what you want.
She intentional.
You're intentional.
That's something we could have learned from you at this age.
Seriously,
for real.
I feel like we learn a lot from each other.
Yeah,
I feel like she helped me navigate. I don't want to say like through my sexuality more, but I had to. It was a point in time in a moment I had to make sure that I wasn't like so infatuated with just like the idea of being with a girl, and I had to make sure that I pinpointed like it was her, because I never wanted to be like, oh, I just if somebody be like, oh, you like girls or something, like I just like her. Like, I was never gonna be that type, because I'm intentional about what's going on with me and who in my space, and intimate at that. So I feel like she kind of like navigated me through that. Even before in the car I was coming, I was like, y'all gonna ask me am I a lesbian, because I don't classify myself as a lesbian. And I felt like I respect her so much that I only used to kind of like say that, because it's just like, I'm never leaving my woman. Like, we is gonna be together. Like, I don't care. So I'd be like, am I saying I'm a lesbian just because me saying that I'm bisexual kind of like, I'm not trying to open up no doors. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, this is never ending. So the thought of you thinking that I like men by saying, the thought of you knowing that I've had interest in men and stuff, and I was physically attracted to men and stuff too. I like both. I just never wanted to say that once I got with her, because it's like, I'm not never leaving her, so I don't need nobody to think like, if I just But she helped me. Like, she helped me. She was like, if somebody asks you that, they're asking about you. They're not asking about me. Like, everybody know that you love your girlfriend, and I don't care if the world know that you like me, because we together. Like, so once I feel like she helped me navigate through that, because I used to we'd be going back and forth. She was like, you not a lesbian. I'm like, what that mean? Like, what you saying? Why is you saying that to me? You don't think I'm serious? And she had to really like explain it to me, because all she liked is women all her life.
Yeah.
So it's different. We had different experiences. So I feel like she helped me kind of like navigate through that, which I appreciated.
So it's no reason for me to ask you right now, do you like men, basically?
It's no reason.
Exactly.
I've liked men before.
And that's it.
No attraction at all?
I'm attracted to my woman.
Okay. So, because I do think that, one of the misconceptions, if you are bisexual, they expect that person to be wanting to be with both sexes at the same time, and you are you with who you're with.
That's what I'm.
Yeah.
That's what make it different for me. Like, that's what makes it so extra when it comes to that question for me, because I don't know how serious y'all take y'all relationship, but don't ask me nothing about nobody else. That's where I be going with it. It be more so I be thinking about her. Like she said, now, like, if I was single and you asked me that, I would say, like, I like men and women. But if I'm in a relationship right now, I like my woman. That'd be my answer.
Yeah.
Like,
okay, I get it. That's why you wouldn't classify yourself as lesbian,
like,
because you still understand.
So if you were single,
I'm bisexual.
Okay. So Nelsia started off with men too.
Oh, you just jump straight to it.
Hey, yo, somebody in the comments of the
Are you bisexual?
Or she just love who she love at the moment?
Wait. Last night the Crush episode aired, and somebody asked us in the comments, can you please stop calling each other bitch? I'm gonna say this.
Bitch.
Don't play with me.
You know what's crazy? It's real light. It don't even feel the same as somebody trying to be disrespectful to another person. Like,
no, we're not disrespecting each other, and I don't call my women bitch.
They just the level,
that's my bitch.
This the next question there. Good. I'm glad you just said.
Wait,
do you
y'all asking me?
Yeah. Oh, do you feel like y'all generation is way more sensitive than ours?
So when I think about, wait, let me not even make this super lit because y'all know how extra I am. But the only thing, like the word sensitive. So when I think about being sensitive, I would say that our generation is more insensitive. Wait, what are you saying? Sensitive to?
That too.
It could be
that
both.
too. They don't care about us.
I think, yeah. Wait, what is the question?
You know, we going in the direction of people pronouns.
Oh, okay. So in that case, for sure.
Sensitive?
Yes.
Okay.
But sensitive and insensitive. So the person who is proposing it and wants you to respect their pronouns and stuff are more sensitive if you kind of like go against that. But the people who are on the outside who don't really, it's not them. I feel like what people don't understand, they kind of like shun and like branch off until it's them. So I feel like that's where the insensitivity comes through. Like, I mean, I feel like personally, I don't want to say like it be extra, but at the end of the day, I respect people because I demand respect. So it's like, if you tell me what your pronouns is, I would do my best. Like, I would tell you that. I can't help it if I forget, but you can always redirect me and you won't get no backlash from it.
I think that's my hang up is the grace that's not extended, because imagine doing something for so long, like we women at the end of the day, but now we in a time where it's like, I don't feel like being a woman. I want to be a man, even if they don't go through the entire like surgery. Is transgender and transsexuals are a different ballgame. So if we're already conditioned a certain way, there's an unlearning that has to take place in order for us to, like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess conform in a sense.
And it applies to everybody because everybody has to be around everybody. So even though you don't fully understand the transition that somebody is making within themselves, like people are making gender transitions. Yeah. And it's confusing and it's new. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not oblivious to that. I don't really hold everybody in my generation or everybody in the world, I don't hold accountable for that. The ignorance that comes to play is when you kind of like disregard people's emotions for that. Yeah. Because I don't know how it feels to want to switch my gender. I don't know how it feels to want to be something else or feel like I'm somebody else. And I don't understand that at all. So I feel like people around, not even just our generation, I feel like a lot of people just are insensitive to that thing just because they don't agree with it and they're not that way and they think that it's extra. So yeah, I think that's just what it is. I'm a big empath anyway, so I feel like that always kind of like set me aside. Like, I feel like I'm going to try, basically. And that's enough.
You know what? I want to just, in regards to that, I don't care what they do, you know, but I don't listen. I respect your pronoun. I will respect it, but it doesn't bother me, you know, until they come to me with, I'm disrespectful. Oh. You know, so if it's like, first of all.
So is it how they say it though?
It's how they say it. You know, to me, they, because that's the proper pronoun, correct?
I don't know. Exactly. Some people want to be called. That's what I'm saying.
It's different.
The lack of grace on both ends, though. Like the ones who are already conditioned to do things this way, and then those who switching everything up, not extending grace to those who already conditioned. So it's like, yeah, of course I respect. That's your life.
That's your life. Right.
I respect it, but I still feel like it's a lack of security within it when you're imposing what you want onto other people. Meaning like, I'm gonna give an example. It's this father who has a son that just out of the blue said, I want to identify as she. Okay. Nothing changed. I'll say, you know, so it's transgender, not transsexual. Okay. So he's trying to get familiar with this newness. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you change your name. You done changed your gender. I raised you.
Right.
I've been saying this for so long, so it's like, be patient with me. And he has no patience. I mean, she
has no patience.
She has no patience, going out, being disrespectful, and all type of stuff. So to me, there's insecurities lying within that. Because let's just for example, let's say, if I say tomorrow I want to be, I'm a dog.
Right.
For real, like I don't call me no he, she. I'm just a dog. Period. Okay. Right.
That's crazy. Wow.
If I'm secure in that decision, I don't care how long it takes for you to adjust. You know what I mean? I don't matter. Hey, I'm a dog.
That's probably easier said than done because you're not actually doing it. So
no, I'm saying like it's still okay. I feel like that with anything though. Okay. Like I feel like people be needing a group of people to agree with them in order for them to even believe themselves.
You're applying that to
life.
Okay.
Life.
Okay.
Because we never needed anybody to agree with anything that we was doing. You gonna be respectful though, period.
Yeah.
You gonna be respectful, but we're not gonna be rah, just let us love
like this is who I am.
Yeah, we was always kind of, we always kind of knew. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so we just feel knew. Like people, okay, so just based off of observation, my initial major was social work. So I had took some sociology classes, psychology and stuff like that.
Nice.
And we had a article that we read about a transitioning. He was transitioning to a female. So he is now a she and stuff. And he was so like, he was coming out very problematic and combative into expressing who he was, which was new to everyone else. And I feel like his major thing was, it's kind of like what you said internally. I feel like from observation, I feel like when somebody feels so out of place for so long and they finally gain the courage to express who they are, it's kind of like, it's about them and it's not about you, which I'm not saying that they shouldn't extend a grace to y'all because they should have some patience and stuff, referring to the situation that you just briefly brought up. But I feel like more so we don't know the build up till it gets to that point where it's like, I want to publicly make this transition to where this is where I want y'all to say this to me and refer to me as this and do, kind of act like this way towards me. I feel like it'd be a build up. I don't think nobody naturally just does that. It'd be a build up. Like they prepare, they think about it for so long and they've experienced so many things that we wouldn't even think that they experienced. So it comes off harsh. But I feel like I always extend the most grace to them only because I will never understand. That's a lot. Like that's a lot for a person.
I respect
like that. It's not just like I identify as a female. I like girls now. I mean, it's more than that when you're transitioning your whole gender and body, the physical. Like it's a lot. Like I can only imagine. So yeah, sometimes I think that they be doing a lot, but we just would really never know. Like putting ourselves, we couldn't even imagine putting ourselves in their shoes because it's not nothing that we ever thought about. Yeah. But I always kind of like extend more grace when they be more aggressive and stuff like that. Because it just be like, I really don't know how much you lost yourself to get to this point of peace where you now want to do this. You just want everybody to respect you. Your delivery could be better.
Right, because that's the thing. That's how you get the respect. Just off the delivery. The animosity or the negativity does not have to come with it because I didn't understand or because you just told me 2 minutes ago. Which I think that I'm good at respecting the pronoun. I really think that I am. It's just that I'm choosing to do that.
Right.
Yeah. You're not forcing me to do it though. I choose to do that because I live this lifestyle also, just not yours, but in the same circle. Triangle,
and even if you don't, you understand
exactly.
You'll try to understand.
Because some of the hardships that you've gone through, I've gone through also, just not exactly. Okay. So I'm in the circle, so I can respect it. It's easy for me to respect it, but you're not gonna. You're not gonna make me.
Yeah, okay, and that's understandable.
Respect. Okay, we all know how this respect thing works. So I have to respect other people's views, opinions, beliefs, So I think that's what I'm saying about the imposing part. It's not going to work like that. It's always going to create some form of separation and division, and then everybody going to be on guard defending their beliefs. You know what I mean? So I think it should be done a certain way. That's what I mean about like the confidence. If you sure, like that build up will make me sure that what I'm about to announce, I'm sure this is what it is because it's built up to this point. Like I've been through this. I know what this is. I'm able to identify this. This is what it is. So it's like the respect comes from also respecting other people's beliefs. Like, okay, we just gonna respect the direction that we both going. The imposing part is where I can't get with that. Yeah. Imposing your beliefs onto other people. We don't impose what we do. It's like you don't have to respect it. You don't have to accept it. You're gonna respect us though. Exactly. As individuals, as people, as humans first. You don't have to accept what we are or respect that. I agree. But us as humans, you're going to respect that.
Yep.
I just thought about something when we was on this topic pertaining to the differences between our generation. I feel like I don't think that y'all are any less deep than I feel like our generation is kind of we think more deeply about things than the generation before us. Kind of just based off of observation and based off conversations that I even have with
you wait, hold on. Say that and start over.
I think that we feel more deeply about
things. Feel more deeply. Okay, go.
Yeah, like I feel like, and I think that's going back to the question. I think that that's kind of what make us seem more sensitive to things in these times.
So we're more nonchalant about certain things.
Yeah, I think so. In some cases, I think so. I think that stuff that people in our generation touch base on or kind of explore wasn't really relevant then. So maybe I'm just going off of the mass majority. So it's like y'all are y'all, you know, and I'm like me. But
I would say it was relevant though. It was relevant. The thing is we didn't speak up on it though. Okay. You got the difference is you guys speak up on it. Vocal. Okay. You guys are more vocal and you know, you guys come to the forefront. That's what I learned during the pandemic. Okay. So that's why I give you guys your kudos because of that. But we didn't speak up. But everything is a cycle. Okay. So everything that we went through, the butches before us went through it.
Oh right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just that you guys are more vocal about how you feel about it. You know,
about feelings, period. Yeah.
About feelings, period.
Yeah, I think about feelings, period. Overall, to bring it back to the initial topic of even just being in a relationship with a woman, being in a relationship, period. But being in a relationship with a woman, since I am in a relationship with a woman. Let me stop talking about her so much. So just being in a relationship, period. I think that when I see, because, okay, y'all obviously know me. Y'all know I come off like very strongly about things. And I've been this way the whole way through. So I'm 21 now. I was talking like this at 17 when I met her. So it's like, you know, people will look at me like, you a kid, you feeling like this, And it's just like, I think that that's kind of a difference in our, well, that's probably a cycle too. But like you said, we're more vocal about it. I feel like that was something that I was experiencing as well. Kind of watering down my emotions and how I spoke of my girlfriend and how I spoke of love and the things that I wanted in a relationship and how I was saying that I was acting in my relationship, the things that I was doing. You know, it was just like kind of being a little watered down. Being with a woman and being young, I feel like that was kind of like confusing people on whether or not they feel like they could say certain things to me, because you can't. Even at 17, I felt like I was like, what you talking about? You know, like I'm always be pretty much respectful, but I don't really play the fist about anything because I'm really confident, basically, like in who I am and stuff. So I feel like watering down my relationship is like something really like sincere to me. That's any relationship that I have, like with my family, with my friends and stuff. It's just being that this is a more intimate relationship and not platonic. You trying to like water it down, why? Because I'm young, why? Because it's a woman and stuff. Yeah. I feel like a lot of the older generation was doing it towards me, and I'm just like, y'all got me messed up. Like, y'all gonna see. Like, that was more so what I was doing. Like, so when I came out and me and her was dating and stuff, and I was experiencing it from some people, like, you too young to be in love. Like, this a phase. You with a girl. And I'm just like, I love my woman. I say the same thing to this day. I love my woman. Like, and then the way I be thinking too is, I don't know, I feel like I'm a little mature for my age too, so I be thinking like, how you gonna say something about my relationship?
Right.
And you get what I'm saying?
Like, been through a whole lifetime of relationships.
And it still ain't got nobody, man or woman.
I think a lot of that is protection that's being said or done in the wrong way.
It is.
It's kind of like when our parents first find out that we like girls, right? And they try to scare us into doing what they feel like the world would be more accepting of. So I was
about to say my mama didn't do that either.
No. I'm saying for the most part, not y'all parents.
No, generally.
Like
the queen, baby.
Yeah. No, I think it'd be more so of that because like, what's the real problem when you think about it? Like, what's the real problem?
With being with it could get deep too because I'm real spiritual. I don't know if y'all know. But it could, for real, like, it could get deep. Like, if you want to refer to biblically, like, okay, we know what's in there, but it also says thou shalt not judge. So we both went in the wrong right now.